What's up, everybody? It's Crazy Alkanes. Time for another Bike of the Day feature. That's right, it's 2022 and I'm finally posting up new bikes for Bike of the Day. So for today I'm going to do something special and I'm going to talk about all 4 bikes that were posted so far for Bike of the Day. Just remember, all the links are going to be in the description for you to go and rate these bikes, because these bikes are in competition for Bike of the Month and Bike of the Year for this year. So I definitely need you guys to come back to the website, give these bikes a rating, honest opinions, honest ratings. I want to see it all right? Let's start with bike number 4. It is February 4th, so this is the 4th bike on the 4th day of February. So let's talk about bike number 4, and that bike is the 2012 Skyway T 24-inch BMX Cruiser. It was submitted by JP, and of course this bike looks amazing. JP said he actually seen this frame and fork at his local bike shop, so he sold the dirt jumper he was racing in cruiser class and brought the frame, fork, and bars for a real good price. As soon as he got it home, he knew he wanted to keep it old school looking, like all the other bike builds. The bike was built on a budget, but it was molded after Skyways from the 80s. Now that we know about the inspiration for this build, let's talk about those parts, son! Alright, so once again, this is a 2012 Skyway TA 24-inch frame and fork. He's got Skyway Pro bars, Skyway pad set, Cook Bros headset, 09 motor control plate, AME grips, Diacomp MX2 levers, Jaguar brake cables, GT piston stem, Skyway 24-inch tough tools, Doro gum wall tires, Redline flight cranks with custom Skyway decals, Profile Racing 104 BCD Spider, Wolf Tooth components chainring bolts, Shimano Ultegra 10-speed chain, Shimano MX30 17-tooth freewheel, VP bear traps, Chromoly seat post with GT Spider, SE Racing Lightning seat, Diacomp MX seat post clamp, Diacomp MX2 V-brakes, and Dice valve caps. Now the new thing I'm doing with the ratings this year to keep them more fair and balanced and a little bit harder for you to get to the top of the charts is every bike is going to get a 5-star rating, so you have to start from the 5 stars before you get to the 10 stars, alright? So you need people to come back to the site, give your bike a rating, and wherever it winds up is where it's going to wind up, but you're not just going to be able to just rate the bike 10 and wind up at top of the charts all for 1 vote. So definitely got to put some work in to get those votes in, and hopefully it keeps things a little more fair and balanced, alright? Coming in at number 3 is a 2022 Standard 125R Pro XL, sent in by Parker Jones out of Oakland, Tennessee. You can't go wrong with the standard frame. It's literally the standard of BMX. If you want a solid frame that you know it's not going to fail you, that geometry is on point, it's going to be a really good overall bike, definitely get a standard. It don't matter if it's a standard trail bike, race bike, or whatever. If you get a standard, you know it's going to be on point. Parker's inspiration was to build a throwback BMX bike that was a steel frame and fork with profile components, yet with a disc brake setup. And he also wanted to use MX style grips that were wired on instead of the new style lock-on grips. Now that we know about Parker's inspiration for that build, let's check out those parts, son. So the frame once again is a 2022 Standard 125R Pro XL. He's got a Stay Strong 20mm steel fork, Profile Elite hubs, Alienation rims, JW machine tensioners, Profile Elite cranks, Hope Tech X2 brakes, Renthal handlebars, Profile push stem, Phoenix grips, Tioga Evo carbon seat, Profile seat clamp, HT pedals, and the Chris King headset. The total color score on Parker's bike is 8.35, originality 8.68, parts 8.89, overall style 9.04, giving him a total rating of an 8.74. 8 people came and rated this bike, and it's still early in the month, so you have time to come in here and rate this bike for Bike of the Month, and you got plenty of time to rate this bike for Bike of the Year, so let's get it poppin'. I just realized I forgot to mention the score on the Skyway, so let's go to the Skyway real quick. The color score on that bike is an 8.15, originality 7.78, parts 7.72, overall style 8.1, giving him a total overall rating score of a 7.94. Only 4 people came and rated that bike, so make sure you come back and rate that bike too. Coming in at number 2 is a 2001 Profile Racing Pro Racer Double XL, sent in by David Galvin. He did a great job of giving that bike a fresh paint job and putting the decals back on it. It looks like it came right out the box. The frame looks brand new. He said he raced with the same frame and got first in the state of Florida in 2002. He stopped racing in 2003 due to injuries. Recently, he was able to find this frame. He stripped it to bare metal and he painted it with a custom automotive style paint job consisting of a black base coat, a pearl red mid coat, and a clear coat. He still has some of his old parts like the hub and the stem to add to the build. So that's what's up. He came full circle with that bike. Now that we know about the inspiration, y'all already know. Time to look at them parts, son! So he's rocking Sunringo Alia cassette hubs. He's got Odyssey Lighthouse rims, Odyssey double-butted race spokes, S&M XLT race bars, S&M XLT race forks, Profile Racing cranks, Profile Racing Imperial sprocket, Odyssey Grandstand V2 pedals, DK stem, ODI Vans grips, Profile bar ends, Diacomp Dirty Harry brake lever, S&M hemp seat, S&M Long Johnson seat post. His front tire is a Maxxis Holy Roller and his back tire is a Maxxis Relics. His total color score is a 9.58, originality 9.53, parts 9.22, overall style 9.54, giving him an overall rating score of a 9.4. As of this recording, 21 people have rated this bike already, so he's getting a lot of love on his bike, a lot of ratings. And if you're watching this and you want to give this bike a rating, go right ahead. The links for each bike is in the description, so you can go and rate those bikes and let us know what you think, because at the end of the month, I'm going to give a shout out to the top bike of the month. The top rated bike of the month, I will give a shout out to. So definitely do that. Participation, y'all. And currently in the #1 spot is 2022 Mongoose Title Team Pro XL with the purple accents. This bike was sent in by Tay Wilburn and it definitely is a top-notch build. I love the way this bike looks. The purple parts against the gray actually work. The only thing I really wish he had on this bike that would have made it like out of the park all the way going is, I think if he had, instead of the blue hubs, if he had purple hubs to go with everything else, that would have been retarded. But even the blue hubs actually look good with that combination of colors he's got on his bike. This one is definitely a stunner and definitely my top pick for this month so far. So big shout out to Tay Wilburn. But the month is young, so who knows what we got coming. We might have something that might eclipse this bike on the ratings, but we won't know until the end of the month because it's all about the viewers rating the bike. So it's up to the viewers to determine who goes up to the top of the chart and who doesn't. But this one right here, #1 in my book right now. Alright, so Tay said that he's been riding the Mongoose frame since 2017 when the first title frame came out. He fell in love with the geometry of that frame and definitely more in love with the new title teams. Being on factory LRC Mongoose, he's gotten to ride the new Mongoose frames when they came out. He always loved bikes that can go with purple, being that it's his favorite color. He spec'd this baby with the best of the best that he could get and got what he could in purple. To him, it's definitely the best looking 2022 Mongoose title team out there. And he said sorry to Dwayne Taylor, who actually submitted his bike last year. And I gotta agree with Tay. Tay, your bike looks better than Dwayne's right now. You beating Dwayne in the looks department with the Mongoose. Matter of fact, I might do a separate Mongoose chart because I get so many Mongooses. I might do a separate Mongoose chart so we can just rate all the Mongooses and see who got the best looking Mongoose out of all the Mongooses. Now that we know about the inspiration for this build, let's get into those parts, son. 2022 Mongoose Title Team Pro XL. He's got the round 2 Pro tapered forks. He's got the Tangent 31.8 Flattron 8-inch rise bars. He's got the Tangent Venturi i3D plate. The Tangent 31.8 Split Pro stem with titanium bolts. He's got the brand new CF11 ODI lock-on grips. Shimano Dior XT disc brake set. 11 140mm rotor. Shimano DXR cranks and 175mm. Shimano DR XT pedals. Tangent Halo 44 tooth sprocket. Purple Tangent chainring bolts, SRAM 8-speed chain. He's got an 11 BB86 ceramic bottom bracket, Tangent PC pivotal seat, Tangent purple pivotal seat post. He's got purple Tangent torque converter chain tensioners. He has a Profile Elite disc rear hub and an Elite 20mm front hub, Ride Mist carbon rims with purple lettering, the IRC Siren Pro tires with the tubeless setup, the Muck Off 40mm tubeless valves, and the bike only weighs 18 pounds and 5 ounces. What? His total color rating is a 9.76, originality 9.67, parts 9.67, overall style 9.77, with a total overall rating score of a 9.72. 30 people came and gave his bike a rating because they're loving it, and his bike is hot. Yeah! I gave his bike a 5, like every other bike, so it's not like he got 9.72 just on GP. People like the bike. He had most of the people who rated this bike gave it 10s. This bike is fire, so I'm curious to see who's gonna come and take this bike off the throne, if any, this month. But we also have the rest of the year to go through, so there might be a bike sometime this year that may possibly take this off the throne according to the viewers. But you already know off the last video that we got the editor's pick, so who knows what I'm gonna pick by the end of the year. But the year is young, y'all. It's super young. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Definitely like and subscribe to the website. And I got the store up. I did an upgrade to my store, and I also have this jersey available. I know a few people were asking me about this the last time they saw it on the show. So this is the Rash Guard Sugarcane jersey. It is a jersey you can use if you want to race. It's got some stuff on the back. This is my personal one, but I have it available on the store on my website with a bunch of other clothes that you guys can get. There's also another jersey on there. I just put a black and white sugarcane jersey that you guys can take on the track and race with and stuff like that. Just keep in mind it's a Rash Guard jersey, so it's a little bit different, a little bit more fitted. I personally got an extra large size because I want a little bit of a looser fit when I ride, but definitely check it out, see if you like it. And big shout out to Naughty by Nature. This is the Naughty by Nature hat. Definitely go to their website, check their stuff out, and keep it locked for our collaboration. It's supposed to be coming out this summer if everything works out right with shipping and all that craziness with all the imports and stuff. But we definitely have some cool BMX stuff coming for you guys this summer, hopefully, but definitely this year. Big shout out to Uncle Vin Rock, Naughty by Nature. They're definitely down with the sugarcane movement. Enough talking about bikes, enough looking at bikes, enough rating bikes. I need y'all to go out and ride your bike. It's Crazy Out Kane Bike of the Day. Top 4 bikes. Back to you, Billy.